This guy wants to move from Texas in the US to Brighton in the UK because he is parasocially in love with a man who has abuse allegations against him. And you know what? Feel about that how you will. But this guy has a GoFundMe for 22,000 US dollars to fund this move. And it got me thinking, how much does it actually cost to move from the US to the UK? Your first big fee moving abroad is going to be the visa, and he is going for a UK Global Talent Visa with endorsement for arts and culture, which is going to cost £766. However, that's not all, because when you apply for a UK visa, you also have to pay the NHS healthcare surcharge, which is £1,035 a year for every year of your visa, with a Global Talent Visa being 5 years, so that would be £5,175 for all 5 years of the visa. Once your visa is taken care of, you'll then have to find a place to live, and it seems like the average studio apartment in Brighton goes for around £1,000 a month. But obviously, when you rent an apartment, you're not just paying the cost of rent, you're also paying utilities and usually a deposit up front. I googled it, and apparently utilities can go up to about $300 a month in the UK, so I'm just gonna put that. And then on top of that, your deposit is usually 5 weeks rent, so that's going to be £1,150, which if you total that all up, it's going to be £2,450 roughly to rent an apartment in Brighton. Flights from Texas to Brighton, or technically Gatwick, are actually surprisingly cheap, usually clocking in at just under €500, so I'm gonna put that at around £430. And finally, we have to factor in cost of living, which in Brighton is gonna be roughly £895 a month on average. So adding that all up, we get a grand total of £9,716, which is equal to just under 13,000 US dollars, which, even if we're being generous and factoring in things like possibly having to apply for a new passport, train ticket from Gatwick to Brighton, and possibly even needing to ship a few things from the US to the UK, you should still be well under $20,000, if not under like $15,000, which really does beg the question, what is the $22,000 GoFundMe for?